Hey there peeps, mewmew here and welcome back to Dragalia Lost. Today I want to talk to y'all about the Kindness and Captivity event. Like I did for the previous event, I want to talk to you about how to use your emblems, also what you should be looking at your blazon summons, and also, just because it's been shared with me, I also want to talk to you about the most effective way of you farming some of these emblems. Because to me it does seem a little bit easier to farm these emblems this time around opposed to before. So let's get to it. So first let's talk about the blazon summons, which these little tablets you do get as you are completing any of the story and the raids and the boss event on this event as a whole. And from these you can get the Better Together worm print, which does give you a little extra damage against the raid boss. And you can also get Guardian of the Wood, Sylvia, which is a new dragon. She is the one we're trying to save. And they can do Hurricane Drive, which deals wind damage to enemies directly ahead. And, you know, I really like this because in, just being able to have more dragons of this category when I don't have too many wind dragons is very important to me, especially because if you do hide Midgar and all these other quests, right now you can increase the power of your wind dragons more than any others. So, that's definitely something you should think about. And it does increase wind units HP by 20% when you equip it on the right typing. And the Better Together, mainly it just increases the damage that you do to the boss. It also increases your strength by 3% when you have over 70% of HP. So, like, the 70% equals strength. It always confused me, but it's when you have 70% or greater HP, it counts it, not just exactly 70%. And it also has some sleep resistance, which is really good for this event because that boss puts you to sleep, and not because it's boring you. And the contents of these boxes, so something I suggest for you to do, especially in the lower number of the boxes, is as soon as you get both Sylvia and the worm print, reset. If you don't care about the worm print, you do have opportunities to get it in the emblems, which I'll show you in a second. But, you can't reset it unless you get Sylvia. So at least go for it until you get Sylvia and, then reset the box automatically. I say that just because once you get all the copies of Sylvia, you will end up in this big box that has all of these items, but you won't be able to reset it until you get every single thing that's in it. So you will get to that point, because I got there to that point last event. So, definitely do that, and you can do the blazon summons. Also, if you don't like the scenes of summoning, you can click the skip sequence button, and when you click and it has a little check mark, you basically don't see the entire animation of it trying to summon things. And I really, really like that, because it was like taking me so long just to go through these, because sometimes I like wait till I have enough for about 200 pulls, and then I'm just like here clicking the button over and over and over again. So definitely it's something I suggest. Okay, so and then endeavors, I've already done mine, but basically you can get some for completing the event, of course. Defeating Hypnos up to 60 times, you kept getting Wormite for that. Also the boss battle for Storm Sentinel, you could also get some Wormite for completing it a set amount of times. And of course, if you are able to complete the EX raid within 110 seconds, you get an awesome, a Woodline Fiend Slayer title, which is awesome. I got that thankfully, so we're good. And now the bigger thing on here. So, of course, Melsa is a character that we got for free as long as we max out her friendship. I was actually able to max out her friendship day one within a few hours just by doing my dailies and, just going through the event. So it's completely possible. You don't really have to farm too hard to try to get her friendship. Just saying, it's completely possible even for the most casual of players. So, let's talk about the emblems. How to farm these most efficiently, and also what to do with them. Like before, we have 3 tiers. We have the bronze tier, the silver tier, and the gold tier. And I want to call out first, and foremost, the number of emblems does not mean that you are actually spending them. So I have 541 bronze at this moment. If I click this first one, which says emblems required 1, I'm not going to go to 540. As you can see, it's kept me at 541. So basically, the amount of emblems you have, it just tells you how far you can unlock. So I have 541. I currently can unlock up to this point, to this gold whetstone. For the max of bronze, you do have to have 8,000 emblems, and I totally encourage you to get here because these Knight Testaments, you need them when upgrading to that final 5th mana circle, like I've showed you in my how to promote your units and how to upgrade to the mana circle. I do suggest you watch that because I think it's helpful. And so we do get a wide variety of items here, from blazons to summon vouchers, eld water, whetstones, concentrated water, rubies. We get a good breadth of everything, and hey, there's mana in there. And if you've been upgrading your units, you know mana is a rare commodity sometimes because you just use it like no one's business. And for the silver tier, we have some similar things. We have another rim print, a Better Together here as well. If you didn't notice, we do have 2 of the rim prints over on the bronze, so you can totally get it there. So there's 2, then this one is 3, and just grabbing one, getting 2 from the summons, you can easily max unbind it for you to be able to have that full boost. So something totally you can do. Then there's some more summon vouchers. Actually, getting 1 from the box and then the 4 that are here is completely doable. Actually, you can max unbind it just purely from the emblems alone, because there's a total of 5 here already. And there is that final Sylvia, because you can only get 4 Sylvias in the Blazon summon, so you do have to go for this one here to max unbind, and you only need 340 of the silvers. And okay, so we have more gold, more mana, some more summon tickets, and for the gold, for these silver ones, you do also need 1,000 emblems at the end of the day. And for the gold, you need I currently have 1,036, and of course there's some Knight Testaments there, and we have some honey, some sunlight ore, which is very nice, a lot of sunlight ore, and Champion's Testament. As I've told y'all, it's very important. Twinkling Sand, oh my gosh, you need Twinkling Sand by the bucket load, honestly, for them tier 2 5-star weapons. Oh my gosh, you need 1 Twinkling Sand for each tier 2 5-star weapon you want to have. So as far as you can go with these Twinkling Sands, I highly suggest it. As I finally unlocked my 5-star weapon creation, I saw this and I was like, oh my gosh, I don't have enough for 1 full 5 set. So I'm definitely going to try to get to the bottom of this, which is 3,000. It's going to take some grinding, but it is completely doable. So right now it's, I believe, day 2 of this event, and this is how much I have. I am 1/3 of the way done on all 3 of these categories. So what is the most efficient way of you farming this? And I'm not going to pretend here that I came up with this. There was a great post on Reddit. I definitely think you should check out the community. They have very helpful things, but shout out to Ricky for sharing the information with me. And here I am giving you my version of what was shared. So for this, for the bronze level emblems, I suggest you go on expert mode of the Storm Sentinel Clash expert mode, and do this one. Do it in co-op or do it solo, but do this one for the maximum output of bronze emblems. That's really all there is to it, because you don't get bronze in the other raids, so this is literally the best spot for the bronze emblem. So you're going to be farming this stage like no one's business. Personally, I haven't done this one as co-op very much, just because I haven't had time. I've been really busy. That's why you've also seen a little bit less videos at the moment. But it is the best quest for the bronze emblems. I personally can auto through this quest with no second guessing and no dying. So that's great for me. But, you know, if you can't pass this by yourself, I do suggest that you try to get into other people's parties, or you host it, you know, yourself, to try to get people to help you. So that's for bronze. Next level up, we have silvers. So when it comes to the silvers, if you go to the raid battle at standard mode, at standard, you do get about 14-ish silver ones every time you finish it. And you get like 4 gold. You know, sometimes it varies a little bit from like 11 to 14 on the silvers. But, you know, this is also the best stage for the silver. So for this one, you know, I suggest you host it or join other people that are hosting it, and just keep at it. And because it's a standard one, it is much faster to, you know, to complete. I've seen a lot of people doing it when I've been hosting parties and joining parties. There's a lot of people out there that are farming this quest, so totally look into it. You know, it's an easy grind. Also, last but not least, the gold emblems. So expert mode does not give you very many silver, but it does give you about 15-ish gold every time you run it. And that sounds kind of bad because you need 3,000 gold. But whenever you run this and you unlock the XP raid, that is what you want to do. And once you get it, immediately try to go for that, you know, do the EX raid. And once you do it, you get about 100 for sure gold emblem every time you run it, and you get like 4 silver, which, you know, on the silver count, that's why it's not even recommended for you to do that for silver. So every EX one gives you about 100 of the gold emblems. So yes, there's still a lot of times you have to do this, but over the next week, it is something that's completely doable. And, you know, we do have until the 31st, until the 11th of November. Oh my gosh, we're in November. We have 9 days to be able to do this. So this is completely doable. As I've said, I'm already like a third of the way done across the board, and it's only, you know, 2 days in. So you can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. And, you know, I'm just telling you what I've learned and my suggestions. It is up to you how hard you want to grind in this event. As always, you know, do it because you enjoy the game. Never force yourself to play a game. Like, I've been told, like, oh, you know, I just don't feel this game, or I don't feel that game. And like, don't force yourself. Like, literally the other day, I was playing a game and I just didn't feel like it anymore. It was literally a hassle to play it. And it's like, okay, I gotta give it up. And as y'all know, I do play a lot of games on this channel, and I will try to not, you know, give up. Well, not saying that I'm gonna give up on games, but focus on the games that I'm enjoying the most. And that's the ones that you'll continue to see more content for. Like, for example, I really enjoyed Dragalia Lost, and so you'll be seeing a lot of, you know, content of this, and you'll also see the different stuff that I've been working on and trying to venture into, just because I want to have fun with this platform, and, you know, this little stool that I have, and, you know, maybe y'all come and watch. So thank you all so much for watching. I hope this was helpful, just, you know, sharing the knowledge as was shared to me about how to most effectively farm this event. I do suggest that you look at Reddit for like the detailed amount of times that you want to run this, if you care about the math behind it. But, you know, cliff notes for the silvers, the bronze, Storm Sentinel on expert. For the silvers, go for hitting a showdown standard. For the golds, go with the raid expert level, and do the EX ones as soon as they're open. Also, FYI, when you get EX unlocked, everybody that joins you has to have the EX unlocked. And when you use and, you know, finish it, everybody loses it. Basically, anyone that joins your party for an EX one has to have it unlocked at that moment, and you all use up your turn. So I think that's actually kind of good in the sense that you don't have people that are just randomly trying to join EX ones and not do anything else. But also, it's also kind of bad because, you know, like, I try to coordinate with friends, and, you know, if you haven't joined my Discord, I suggest you come and join me, because we sometimes try to organize ourselves and play together, and you know, we couldn't just go through our EX raids, you know, one after another, and, you know, have like 4 of them to go like one after another. Instead, we had to do EX round, then expert until we all unlocked the EX one, which you don't always unlock it together. So, you know, the struggle is real. But anyways, let me know in the comments below, do you have any tips to share for this event that I have not shared? Or did you find these tips helpful? And how do you like this event? Answer any other questions. I enjoy reading those comments and responding. Thank you all so much for watching, and until next time, meow to meow.